Hello, this is Huskins, your Forex mentor. Welcome to the daily review of March 28th. Wow, what an awesome day in the markets today. We got to learn a lot, though we did not make any pips in terms of trades today, but it was a very nice learning day. More on that later. And the preview of March 29th, actually not of 29th, of Monday, April 1st, your daily dose of events that shaped the forex markets. Your thought for the day. I wish you be blessed with health and prosperity on Good Friday. From the bottom of my heart, uh, this is a special day for a lot of people, and I really wish you all the best that the life has to offer you. Results: 0 pips. Blind man makes 20 pips. Now, what do I mean by that? Today was one of those days um, wherein I would not have traded my trade plan the way it was. I would have stayed out of the market. But let's say if you went in blind and you executed it without looking left or right, you'd have ended up making 20 pips. I've asked Rick to do a video on that, so you could follow up that in the members only section, and you'd have a better understanding of what why I wouldn't be taking today's trade. Sometimes this is what happens. Sometimes you just go blind. It makes more, but it makes more prudent sense to be careful, to analyze, and before you put your hard-earned money on the market, you need to make sure that it is indeed the right thing to do. Now, let's look at the important news. The Canadian GDP month on month 0.2 versus 0.1 expected. And what does the USDCAD do? It does a fart spike. Now, what do I mean by a fart spike? Now, this is where we got the news, and the market spikes down and then goes around and reverses. Yeah, let me just lock this up. So the market gets its news, goes down, and then goes around and reverses. This is what I call a fart spike. Nothing real substantial behind it. The Canadian gross domestic product. Let's look at the Canadian gross domestic product in 2007 dollars. It is growing at a steady pace. There's nothing to worry about. So Canada seems to be a robust country. Yesterday we had news of inflation being a concern. So we need to create a picture in our mind. What is Canada? Uh, a good country to invest in. So far, yes, it is, and and that is why the Canadian dollar is not something you'd want to go short on a longer term basis. Now, U.S. unemployment insurance weekly claims report. Now, this is a trade in which I wouldn't have traded this time because of the reasons which I've asked Rick to mention. But in any case, let us understand what's behind this news. Now, the advance figure for seasonally adjusted initial claims was 357,000. More the number, the worse it is. An increase of 16,000 from the previous week's figure of 341,000. Now, the 4-week moving average was 343,000, which basically increased by 2,250. Because it's not nice to just look at one headline number. It's nice to look at the moving average. But more importantly, more than the unemployment insurance weekly claims report, I don't trust that report as much to see where the markets are headed, because those numbers can be massaged and manipulated. What do I mean by that? The un, let us say that a person has exhausted his unemployment benefits. Though he's yet unemployed, he's not getting the unemployed benefits. So it's not a correct number to gauge where the economy is. A better number I find is, okay, I deleted that. It was unemployment, no, I have it here. Unemployment sends food stamps used to record high. Now, participants in the Supplement Nutrition Assistance Program are still increasing despite the end of the recession and the signs of the economic recovery, which has gathered momentum. As of December, a record of 47.8 million Americans were receiving food stamps, a 70% increase compared to 2008. So this tells me that the recovery is not rock solid. It is a bit fizzy, but that does not mean I'll go short on the Dow. The smart money is yet going long on the Dow. It is sucking in um, the stupid money to offset its entire gains. And when it's time to go short on the markets, I'll let you know, but not right now. You might just be burned if you try to short the markets right now. Now, trucks carrying tons of euros for Cyprus. Now, banks were to open in a few hours. They must have opened by now. Um, the the Cypriot banks reopened from their long holiday at noon on that's Cyprus time, or 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, the country had already announced the capital controls. Now, what were the capital controls? A person will be able to withdraw just 300 euros per day. Let us do some math on this. Let us assume that a person had 100,000 euros in his bank account, and now does not trust what the bank's going to do with it, okay, and wants to withdraw its money. So he wants to withdraw every day, and it will take him 333 days to withdraw his complete money. That's ridiculous, but that's the kind of caps they're putting in place so that there's no run on banks. Um, uh, the way I look at it is that you either give them money or you give away your trust. So right now, since they don't have money to give away, all they're doing is they are ruining their trust factor. I wouldn't like to bank with a bank which has a withdrawal limit on my accounts. Bank of Japan's Kuroda vows to continue easing until a 2% target is achieved. Now, this is a headline and which continues, and I told you all about this some time ago, and we enjoyed, you know, a few hundred pips of returns on the Japanese yen. Of course, that's not been documented because that was not an official trade call. But why is the JPY falling? Now let's look at the USD JPY chart. Now this is the USD JPY daily chart. Let's look. The the JPY is falling. It's broken through this support out here. Why is it actually falling when the Dow is making new highs? Look at this particular close. It's a new high, while as USD JPY has not. If we go back, you'd be able to match to, let's say, 85% consistency, that every day up on the USD JPY was also a day up on the Dow Jones. Want to check that out? Let's see this day. All right, you have a buy out here, you have a buy on top. Buy, 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 buy. Let's look at a sell. You have a sell, and then you have a sell on the USDJPY. So up to about an 85% accuracy, you'd be able to they were images of each other. The same USDJPY went the same way the Dow went. Okay, but now what happens? Now we are looking at the Dow make new highs, but the USDJPY is not following suit. Now, why is that? Now, Japan is printing more money. The faith of the Japanese yen is that it has to go towards 100. That is what I had mentioned some time ago, and we are already a few hundred pips above. But Kuroda says that Japan will not be buying foreign debt. What does that mean? It means that it will not be buying US bonds or European bonds by printing the Japanese yen, because that would be interpreted as intervention in currency markets. So the market's going to go up. USD JPY is going to go up. And where's my target? Let me just draw my target really quick for you. Okay, the market is going to go up, but because the Japanese Bank of Japan is not taking part in direct intervention, it's not going to go up so smoothly. What does this mean? It means that any fall in the USD JPY is not immediately a buy signal for us, but any extended fall in the USD JPY is a buy signal for us. Fair enough? Now, if you do not understand that, I will let you know when we have the next buy signal in the USD JPY come up. Now, preview for next week. Basically, we have Easter Monday, so trade carefully. I'll be looking at the ISM Manufacturing PMI, that's from USA. Maybe trading it, maybe passing it, I'm not too sure. Let me get the feel, I'll let you know. And we'd have the Australian interest rate later on. That's something which will be on Tuesday morning for Australia. So that is definitely a go ahead when it comes to trading. I hope you enjoyed today's presentation. Please write me a line. I love to listen to you. Even if I don't reply back, I love to hear your comments. Thank you and have a wonderful weekend.